Sometimes, despite our best efforts, we end up with unmatched images that we simply have no idea who they are. Let's use face recognition to automatically look up old jobs and match these unknown faces. Now, there's two things you need to have done beforehand. You need to have created a job collection. That is, the set of jobs that the software will search through to find the subjects. If you're not yet familiar with making job collections, check out the short video that shows you how. And of course, for the jobs in your collection, you need to have detected the faces. There's a video on that too if you need it, and I'll put links to both of them in the description below. Okay, I'm in a school's job for the year 2024. I'll quickly show you that I've already made a collection that includes this job and the previous 5 years as well. In Images mode, when I select the Not Matched filter, it shows me a good handful of images that I cannot match for whatever reason. In Details mode, there are still plenty of subjects without an image, and it's likely, probable in fact, that those unmatched images belong to some of these unmatched subjects. But which ones? Who's who? I don't know. It's also likely and probable that I photographed these same kids in previous years. So let's now use some Timestone magic to go find them. Back in Images mode, isolate all your unmatched images with the Not Matched filter if you haven't already done so. Then select them all and go to Images, Identify from Job Collection. Or you can use the Ctrl-Alt-I keyboard shortcut. The window that pops up will be very familiar to people who do identify ordering with our internet ordering system. In fact, you even work with it in a similar way. Let's have a closer look. I'll select one of the results. The image on the left is the unknown face from this job. Sitting to the right of it is the matching face it recognised from a previous year's job. The data for that previous subject is here in the Recognised column. We can see the subject it found was in the job Mount Eagle 2023. The subject was in the folder 5F and their name was Emma Bell. Based on that information, the system has identified in this current job the subject Emma Bell in folder 6F. That makes sense. She was in 5th grade last year, so she'd be in 6th grade this year. Same face, same name, 1 year apart. I would have no hesitation in clicking the Confirm button down here, which will match this unmatched image to the subject Emma Bell in folder 6F. In fact, for all the results where the system has recognised and identified faces and subjects, here, here and here, I am happy to confirm them all in one step with the Confirm All button. Oh, before I do that, notice by the way that Jake Worthington was found in the 2022 job. Perhaps he was on a family vacation in 2023 and wasn't photographed. Anyway, let's confirm all the proposed results with the Confirm All button, and we're now left with some exceptions. In these 3 cases, the system was able to find the same face in the other jobs, but was not able to propose a subject. Notice there's nothing in the identified column. This is where we can make use of the lookup functionality over here on the right. The 4 fields used are the last name, the first name, the unique field, usually the ID, and the folder. The folder is the least useful because almost certainly a subject will be in a different folder from year to year, so it's best to leave that unchecked. The ID field would be perfect if your subjects have the same ID from year to year, but that wasn't the case for these jobs, so I will uncheck that also. That leaves us with the subject names. Sometimes the kids will have a different first name or even a different last name from year to year. Let me uncheck the first name filter so it's now only comparing the last name. Aha! We have a subject this year whose last name is indeed O'Reilly, with a first name of Jan, and is in the folder 6F. The subject from last year was Jane O'Reilly in folder 5C. I reckon that's the same subject. Same last name. She was in 5th grade last year, but 6th grade now, so that makes sense too. Perhaps she goes by Jan now instead of Jane, or there's simply a typo in the data and the E was left out. I'm going to accept this subject with the accept button, which will match the unknown face to Jan. Let's jump to this result. We found this face in the 2023 job as Nathan Larkey in folder 1B. He was in 1st grade. This year there's no results on comparing last names, but when I compare first names, I do have a Nathan this year, whose last name is Cooper Larkey, not just Larkey, and is in 2nd grade. As it happens, Nathan's mother has remarried and the last name has changed. I'm happy to accept. Mary Chase is an interesting example. No matter what I do with the find criteria, there is no suitable subject in the current job. It turns out we have no data for her in this year's job. I can very easily create a subject based on the data from last year. Do that by clicking the Create button. It will make a subject with the same name and ID from last year and match the unmatched image to it. We're done. We've successfully matched our unknown images by using face recognition to search through other jobs. Another game-changing moment from Timestone Software. Bye for now.